What's happening, families? Always give thanks and praises to your Creator, whoever you may conceive your Creator to be. And for me, in the day above ground is a wonderful day. Now, I like to think outside the box. So I was lying here thinking, who actually tell you that 60 seconds make a minute and 60 minutes make an hour, and that there's 24 hours in a day? Who actually tell you that was possible, or that night meant for sleeping and day meant for hanging out? I mean, I was kind of thinking, if night actually meant for sleeping and for daytime it's for hanging out or working, whatever, what happened to those folks in Alaska that have 3 months of all night and 3 months of all daytime? So if night meant for sleeping, that means that they don't sleep when it's 3 months of all daytime. When you have 24 hours of constant sunlight, that means you don't sleep. And who tells you about these time zones? You got different time zones. In Germany is one time, Australia is one time, California is one time, England is one time. Where these time zones came from? Who implement these time zones? I mean, how they can tell you that it's 12 o'clock in America, but it's 5 o'clock in England. In Alaska, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. In China, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Who tells you that? I mean, I was trying to figure out that just go to show how we are programmed to believe what they want you to believe. Because if there's different time zone all over the world, how is that going to work out? For instance, who told you that you have to eat at midday, 12 o'clock? Now, in the West Indies, you eat at midday. In America or other parts of the world, you eat in evening time. Because they're trying to tell you that people come home from work at 6 o'clock in the evening, so then they start to cook. It's like telling, like, for instance, it's like saying you should not have breakfast in the night because breakfast meant for only morning. That's like saying you can't have dinner in the morning. You only have dinner at night. Who said that? Who told you only have dinner at night and breakfast in the morning? Or breakfast is the first meal of the day you're supposed to have. Who tell you that? See, this is all programming. It's all programming to make you believe what they want you to believe. I'm guessing, folks. I mean, I try to think outside the box because everything is programming. It's like the nursery crimes. Only when they get older, I get to realize that Humpty Dumpty was actually an egg. That when they fall, all the king horses and all the king men cannot put him together again. I like, okay, come to figure out. You're like Jack and Jill went up the hill. Think about it. Even to get some, you know what? You know what I mean? Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curls away. These nursery crimes, if you actually analyze them, you see that they're not what they're supposed to be. Little boy blue can blow your horn. The sheep's in the middle of the cow and the corn. See, these nursery crimes and these all program things to program you to make you believe what they want you to believe. And I'm not the smartest person on the planet. I will never be. That's highly impossible. But I try to think outside the box to show people, listen, they don't let them believe, or don't let them to make you believe what they want you to believe. You know, you have to think for yourself sometimes. Because this time zone, who come up with a time zone? You got different time zone all over the world. Who come up with that? I'm guessing, folks. I'm guessing. Guessing, folks. Anyway, listen. Until then, folks, as a matter of fact, I ain't even gonna say it. This guy to make a comment on my videos asked me if I ever listen to myself. I know what he's trying to say when he make a comment about when he made a comment in one of the videos about and may come now to a time where you have to eat babies. So if he's listening, back in the Renaissance days, when the Caucasians start to die out, what they will do is eat one another because there was no food. Do your history. Don't believe nothing I'm saying. Do your history. When it comes to that, in those days, when food was scarce and babies would die, that's what they would do. When the grandmother or grandfathers die, that is what they will do. That's where cannibalism coming from. Case in point, when you go to church, what they tell you, here's the body of Christ and here's his blood. What that represent? Cannibalism. If you're going to drink some person's blood and eat some person's body, that is cannibalism. But they don't want to tell you that to make you believe that. They say, oh, you're talking a bunch of foolishness. But think about it logically. If they're going to tell you this is the body of Christ, this is blood, that's cannibalism right there. So people don't want to think like that. They want to tell you, oh, you're full of shit. You think you... But if you think for yourself, you will come out of the illusion and see the illusion, what it really is, an illusion. Until then, folks, I love you guys. Peace out, one love. Yeah, a couple more nursery crimes for you to think about, like Jack Sprat can eat no fat, his wife can eat no lean. Think about that one. Jack and Jill went up the hill to catch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Think about that one too. This one is very interesting. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Think of that one. Now, family, this one I just saw and I had to try it. Check this out. The hand sanitizer is literally burning. Check it out. The hand sanitizer is literally on fire. So that goes to show, if you put the hand sanitizer on your hand and you happen to be by a gas stove, you may get burned up. If you happen to put that hand sanitizer on your hand and decide to smoke a cigarette and light it, you may get burned up. So just be careful. This hand sanitizer, I just saw it in a video and I had to try it and it works for real. I hit it with this and it's still burning. It is still burning. See the flames? That's hand sanitizer. Be careful, folks. Peace out. One love.